Alright, we're gonna put the gas in it this week and fill her up. Gene.
What's up, guys? My name's Tommy Dimsdale, Hit You Good Motors. I love America, horsepower, fighting for the Second Amendment, turning left and going fast. Well, it's my first year out there on the dirt track, so we're still working on the going fast part, but we're getting there.
I hate these government regulated fuel things. You sit here for 2 days trying to get the daggum thing full. One more instance how government screws everything up.
What's up, guys? This is Tommy Dimsdale with Hit You Good Motors, and today we're going to show you what happened on our second outing to Harris Speedway, where we actually made it to the main this time, mostly because we brought enough gas. You'll see in some of the footage for the initial heat race, I'm just going super slow just to make sure that the transmission wasn't going to downshift on me again. For explanation about that, just view the previous episode, but briefly, when we got it back home, I looked at the transmission fluid and it was about 2 quarts low. We topped it off before bringing the car back to Harris and seemed to fix everything. So after making these few laps in the heat race, I was decently confident that everything was finally in working order, which is great because if you don't have confidence in that, it's kind of hard to drive the car fast. But you can listen to my wife tell me how slow I was right here.
How'd you do?
Huh?
How'd you do?
You tell me.
Is that as fast as it goes?
Nope. But
Everyone's watching, just trucking along. You were going slow.
well, I mean, going to those turns, it was I'm checking I'm trying to check the car out too, just make sure it holds together, but it did good. This is the first time I was able to go down into the corner with any speed.
Well, you could tell from your first lap to your last one, your confidence was that much better.
Yeah.
Because the first time you were just like barely going around the curve, but by the last time you had that like angle in.
Yeah. So, I mean, to me, the last time we were out here, that was not my first dirt track experience. This is more so because now the shifter's not hitting the drive shaft.
Right.
It's not trying to dump me down in first gear.
Right.
You know, and I could tell, you know, whenever I didn't see him in front of me, I'm like, oh man, I might get lapped. So then I got on throttle even more. But it feels like you really got to figure out when or how it's going to push. Because there's a couple times it was drifting up the track, you know, and that front right was pushing. So I just got to figure out how to set the car. And
well, you could tell by the 5th lap you had more confidence in it.
well, we'll get 12 laps tonight.
Well, don't get lapped more than once.
Yeah. Sorry, Pastor Rich.
So after I healed my pride and had a pep talk with my ego over going so slow, it was finally time to strap my racing shoes on and finally get on the loud pedal, after a couple of laps, of course. First off, apologies for the focus on the camera. We are going to start backing up and getting a little higher so it doesn't try to lock onto the chain link fence next time. But if you guys keep liking and subscribing and commenting, then I can maybe one day get a GoPro. If anybody wants to lend me one, I'll gladly use it for some awesome in-car camera action. So starting off, I let the field get a little bit ahead just to have some room to experiment, figure things out. And for the first several laps, I'm what's called pushing, where the car is really tight. And for those who don't know what a tight condition is, it basically means that the car isn't turning like it should. The steering wheel might be pointed to the left, but the inertia of the car is pushing the front tires forward. And when those front tires are being pushed forward, they're not rolling, they're not gaining traction, and therefore they're not going to turn the car. Now, this is also known as something called understeer. It's also known as plowing or pushing. The opposite, known as loose, means the car is oversteering, as in the back end is stepping out too far and preventing us from putting, you know, real decent power down and ultimately probably resulting in a spin out, or at least a tendency for the car to spin out. But realize here that it's not the car's fault that I'm fighting a tight condition. I'm just building up to the right aggression to get it sideways and manage that rotation once I manage to get it loose enough and have the back end come around to help it point towards the exit of the turn. Now, you'll notice through the middle of the corner, the car is drifting up towards the wall, but with every lap, I shave off just a little bit more time as I get a little more aggressive with setting the car into the corner. You know, there's a real fine line between traction and rotation that you want to maintain that these guys here have already all figured out. And you can see once I start learning just how hard you have to point the car down into the turn, I shave off nearly an entire second of time and keep improving from there. Now, I get my time all the way down to about 21.5 seconds, and the fastest guys, they're usually running high 19s, low 20s with a real fast lap of like 19.5. So ultimately, we're still behind the curve, but like I said, more seat time is going to fix all that. Now, you can't tell it from here, but this thing was all over the freaking place, and I was elbows up the whole freaking time. And I'm sure that's going to change once I learn more how to control the car, but I mean, dang, it was a lot of fun, and really that's what it's all about for the time being, having fun and getting seat time. But one thing that was really cool for me was being able to race in closer proximity with another car. This one in particular was Dave Johnson back there. We had some cars slow up, so I took the chance to make a few passes, including Dave, and of course he knows more than I do about driving, so he caught up to me and we were able to drive side by side for a few laps, which was really exciting to do on the first time to actually be in a race. But I talked to him afterwards just to make sure I followed all the right etiquette, because I didn't even notice the guy until he came right up beside me down in turn 3 and 4. The only thing I was concerned with at all was everything going on out the front windshield. So it's reasonably difficult to get good info from my current mirror also because of the vibrations. So that's one more thing that we're going to work on before the next race. But big kudos to him, because it was just neat to go side by side for a bit, and ultimately I went ahead and just let him go before my ego took both of us out. I'm here for seat time and definitely don't want to screw anybody else up. But anyways, you can enjoy the rest of the race here, and we'll have the after race interview chaptered, so if you want to skip ahead you can. But just for now, I need to remind you that if you want to support this channel and my racing, you can become a customer through my AMSOIL business, and the perk is you'll be running some of the best lubrication that your car, motorcycle, ATV, boat, or lawnmower can get. And if you'd like to run AMSOIL in your project cars and fun toys, just click the link in the description below, sign up to be a preferred customer, and save up to 25% off all of your AMSOIL purchases, as well free shipping for anything over $100. But here's my father-in-law who runs a nursery up in Illinois, and he swears by the stuff.
The nursery was started in 1957, so 60 plus years we've been here. Same family operating. I've been here 32 years, and we have 160 acres of nursery stock we grow, plus a container yard and a garden center. So we have all kinds of equipment from gators, forklifts, conventional ag tractors, equipment, and we run AMSOIL products in all of those. Besides the excellent wear protection and stuff, and it's probably one of the biggest things is the wear protection, but then we've also found a lot of savings with the extended drain intervals and the labor savings in constantly having to do the service and things by going from, you know, say 100 hours on a tractor oil change up to 400 hours. That's a pretty good savings in labor, and so it's worth the investment to go longer.
So by the end of it, I ended up 9th out of 15 cars, which definitely isn't bad. Allie says 10 in the next clip, but it wasn't final at that point. But yeah, I understand it's because a few dropped out, but there were some that I actually did pass, and with how cruel this sport can be, it's best to count this as a top 10, because there's going to be plenty of times that I'm going to be cheated out of a top 10, a top 5, or even a win eventually, so we're going to call this a win right now.
Baby, you got 10th out of 17.
Yeah.
Yes.
She don't want to stop. She just don't want to stop. She just got to keep going, you know?
It's okay, girl. You did it. You were holding them off, that protest car.
Oh,
You were holding them off there for a good couple laps.
yeah.
You did pretty good.
I was just holding on to it.
Well, his line was higher. He's cut in sooner than you did.
Yeah.
That's how he got around you.
Well, at a certain point, I was like, all right, go on. I'm not going to, like, because I mean, it's my first race.
But unofficially, I counted. You got 10th out of 17.
Did the race pass say that?
Yes.
Not bad.
It said you were up 10 spots.
Must have been 10 people with mechanical failures, so she held together.
No, because you had that 28 six-pack.
Yeah.
But I gotta tell you this though, we didn't bring enough gas to the trailer because the generator ran out of gas.
That thing goes more. We're running out of gas every week.
Every
for
week,
some reason.
something's running out of gas.
It's too expensive. So if y'all would subscribe, buy some Amsoil, join in AGR, help a brother out.
I looked over, I was so confused. I was like, why are the lights off? That's why.
That's what I was thinking. I thought you like already got here and turned it.
No.
I ain't that ready to leave.
Good job, baby.
All right, we need one more sponsorship.
What's that, Tommy?
Dude
Oh,
wipes.
dude wipes. Sweating.
So, went out and we talked to Nathan Pierce. He's been helping me out a lot as far as just like questions, tire pressures, how much gas, putting gas in the car. I figured out now by myself, but how much he let me know. No, it was a lot of seat time, a lot of experience, learned a lot. Whenever I first got out there, and then Nathan told me that the track was really rough tonight. He said it was cornfields better now, but so I appreciate that I wasn't the only one getting my teeth rattled, but I could tell when you first turn in, like it was just plowing like crazy and just pushing and just beating the car. So I had to start getting more aggressive and turning in sharper and getting on the gas harder and trying to find that that little area of error, margin of error to be able to get a little sideways and still be quick. But you know, we went out and raced with Dave just a little bit, and I felt bad because all of a sudden he's just kind of up beside me, and I'm like, oh shoot. So I told him, I said, all my focus is out the windshield, or lack thereof, out the front of the car. And no, we're good. So I raced with him for a little bit, and then, you know, hey, I'm totally new here. Don't want to crumple this thing up. Fun racing, fun being kind of close beside another car, but let's log some laps and get some seat time. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be a couple weeks before we can come back and race. Going up to Illinois to see Howdy's family for a little bit. That's going to be fun. But we'll have daring tales of adventure. And we'll see you next time, all right?
Nice place.
Oh, yeah, nice place. Not bad.
Take your youngins to the track.